Hungry it fiends. What's that from? Hungry it fiends. Dun 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 dun. Hey Kelly. Hey everybody. Oh, I think hold on a minute. Okay, some of these comments earlier were from yesterday. But good morning, Thea. Good morning, Megan. Good morning, Christola. Okay, Thea. Thea, do you notice anything different about my rack? Do you see what's going on here? They discriminate on the green on my shirt. The green screen. It doesn't say Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It just says Mighty Morphin. Because my tits are green. Green. Wasn't that funny? My hat's not changing. Hey, Jess, Ruby. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Samantha. Michael's doing great. Crystal, thank you. He's doing fantastic. But do you notice something? If you look very closely, I'm wearing a green army hat. My face is like the horse of different colors. It is going from red. Now it's going to tan. Now it's more pale. Do you see it's changing? Isn't that cool? My nipples have left the building and it is snowing outside. Noah and dog, go, go, Mighty Morphin. And look! Whoa! My tits are so transparent with you guys. My boobs are so transparent. Oh my god! My god! Your nips are the nips are your homie? They're like Casper the Friendly Tits. They really are. They've been spread around this town too. Tell you that. This town, literally, Denver. This one. I have actually, hold on a minute. If you look that way a little bit, like, see this building here? I had sexual relations on like the 9th floor of the building, like directly behind it. If we look off over here, I believe there's a Hilton somewhere around here. I did go off into the night in my, I believe, early 30s. Okay. And I did have sexual relations around this area here. Okay. I don't remember what floor. I remember it was cold outside and I waited for a bus afterwards in the freezing cold with flip flops. Okay. Around this area here. Okay. I have scattered my body throughout the land. Down here, I have mingled, but I am married now. Any questions? Good morning. Here she goes. Good morning across the pond. Good evening. Oh, good evening from across the pond. Hi, everyone in chat. I'm listening and multitasking. Ooh, good for you. Wow. Wow. Your oldest daughter would be Kimberly oh my God. You know what I just discovered yesterday? Okay. So here she goes is talking about Kimberly, the pink Power Ranger. Does anybody remember VR Troopers? There's an actress named Sarah Joy Brown, and she played Caitlin, which was like the female. They're kind of like a Power Ranger knockoff show. I just discovered by watching an interview with that woman yesterday, and she also was on General Hospital. If anybody watches bullshit, I mean, I guess it's better than YouTube drama. She was on General Hospital, and she was best friends, and she lived with Kimberly, and that's how she got the job on VR Troopers. Wow, the things you learn when you explore outside of these drama communities on YouTube. I was listening to Sarah Joy Brown interviews yesterday. Can anybody hear my fan, by the way? I got it right here. I was doing laundry before I got on here and singing Doja Cat. Look at me, look at me. You looking? I taste good, but I just had to redirect my cooking. Good morning, Melanie. Happy Saturday. Let's not bring that bitch up. Are you calling Kimberly Amy Jo Johnson a bitch? Somebody time her out. No fan sound? Okay. You're extremely congested. Oh, I apologize about that. Good morning, Muffy. All right, folks, gather around because we've got a little social experiment, if you will. We've got some things that I would like to cover and speak upon. Okay, do you have any questions about that? Do you have any comments? If you do, take it up with Lucifer, anyhow, you Satanistic bitch, and gather around. No, no chance, chance, no, no dance, no chance, no dance, no chance. Give me second chances. That's so cool! Hey! Ow! Ow! My hungry and freeze. By the way, the song I was singing at the beginning, and I said, anyone know what that is? That's Doja Cat. Okay? I'm obsessed. All right, folks. Let's get right into it. Can I ask you folks first off? We're going to start off with this, okay? Yes, hit the thumbs up. What is the worst thing you have witnessed happen to anybody on, let's say, social media in general? You know what I'm talking about. Right here, right on this very platform. Or maybe you've experienced one of the worst things ever. What would that be? And I gotta look something up. Anyone? Ooh, that's a good one, Christola. Being called, yeah, I mean, well, it's not good, but that is something we often see. And it is disgusting. We were texting the other night about it. God, we text about a lot of stuff. Yeah, I forgot. Yes, if you guys have not subscribed to Thea, oh, it's Thea right here in the chat. She just has great content. It reminds me of the good old days, like when it reminds me of like when I was fresher on my channel, and I wish I would have stuck with like the route that I truly was interested in instead of getting caught up. That's why Thea, we have to protect her. Okay. Don't let her get caught up, but she's very smart. And people making videos about her or whatever, it's just, she does very good content. Replay says going real life on people, it's wrong, period, and bringing up children. Okay. Jilly Bear has been a member for 10 months. Thanks for always making me smile. Thank you. I really appreciate that. In 10 months, that's a long time. That's even 1 month is great. Even being here is great support. So I appreciate that. Morning, Nicole. Love you. Stalking. Okay. The stalking is creepy. All right. So let's put it in perspective for you. Okay. Good morning, Tia. Hold on a minute. What is this grifter trash? A woman getting thrown in jail for YouTube drama is the worst I've seen. Well, I mean, I can't say I disagree with you on that. Welcome. So let's say that you're driving on the road. Okay. Now, if it's safe, I would like for you to use your imagination if you're in a safe place to do so. Okay. If you're driving, please do not do this. You do not need to close your eyes. You do not need to take drugs. Okay. But imagine you're driving on the road. Okay. And some crazy person just cuts you off in the middle of the street and takes off down the road and leaves a fender bender for you. Oh, thank you, Nicki. Nicki, earlier I was telling all the places that I've had sexual relations here in Denver. I was pointing it out like it's like I'm a weatherman. I really have had sex in that building, though. Not this one, but the one behind it. Nicole, look at my tits. Yes, look at my tits. Now imagine this person takes off down the road. They just take off. And so you call the police because you have to report it. You have to report it to your insurance and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And let's say the police show up and say, oh, there's too many people driving around out here on the roads. It's really just kind of a thing that we really can't track down and deal with. Oh, you have their license plate number? Well, everybody has a license plate number. Have a good day. And they don't do shit about it. Or let's say somebody is following you on the road, stalking you, and you call the police and then they take off. And when the police get there, you're like, listen, I've seen this person. I've even recorded some of it. Look, here's some clips. Here's some screenshots, if you will. Here's some clips. See, they've been following me. Cops say, well, screen recordings, they can be messed with. It's really hard to track people. They could be driving with anyone's license plate. You really don't know who's behind the car. So have a good day. Do you see where I'm going with this? And Dog says, I haven't seen it in this community, but I have seen a streamer and people did a drive-by and ran to make sure his daughter. Wait a minute, what? H ran to make sure his daughter was fine? You mean like a drive-by checking to make sure everyone's doing okay? Melanie, you see my point? See, Melanie's feeling me. Oh, Jen, you're in Colorado. Which building have you done it in, Jen? Just kidding. Tira says things have gotten so bad in my corner of the streets. Yeah, and it was bad already over there. Tira. Thea says people who do doxing and stuff is probably the worst thing. Someone was blasting another person's phone number, address, and kid's name to their subs and encouraging them to go after them. Okay, well, with that being said, Thea, I'm going to go over here. And I would like for you guys to tell me what this is. Now, I can't let you see. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. So hold on. Oh, it's 10 times worse? Tira? Jesus, I'm so sorry. See, because when you're online, I think a lot of us have dealt with this, and people have said, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing reporting or calling the police over YouTube drama or whatever it is, right?" But there are some people that really do some crazy shit on here. Okay? And then you're called a real lifer for calling the police when someone's like making valid threats or using your identity or something, and then it's like, "Wait a minute, what?" And anybody who has been to the police or anything, and listen, I'm not encouraging calling the police on people unless you need to utilize them for actual, use. But it's like if you ran in off the streets and you said, "Oh my God, somebody's following me on the streets," and you were in a police station and you're like, "Oh my God, please somebody help me. This person's following me. They're threatening me. They're writing down my phone number on pieces of paper and throwing it out into the streets for everyone to have and doxing me." The police will be like, "Oh my God, we need to get on top of this." You walk into a police station and you tell people, "Oh my God, people are spreading around my pornography online. They're contacting my relatives. They're sending it to this," and all of this shit. The police will sit there and be like, "Yeah, welcome to the internet." Jesus. And it's like they don't understand. Okay. And before I show you this clip that's monetized, by the way, highly monetized, let me tell you, when you get behind the wheel of a car, what do you need to do that? You need a driver's license, you need experience, you need to be careful, because it's not just about looking good or having the correct license, but you need to be careful on the road. You need to be careful of other drivers. If you're borrowing your friend's car or a family member's car, you're extra careful not to, get in a car accident or anything like that, right? You're more careful. Make sure that you're covered on insurance, no matter what you're driving, right? To me, I look at the internet the same way. I don't care if you're on your phone. I don't care if you're on your mom's phone, your mom's computer, your friend's laptop, whatever it is, you are operating that device. Okay. And in my personal opinion, whatever you do on that device, much like a car, has consequences. Hey, Alicia. So I don't understand how we don't need a license to operate this shit. Do you see where I'm going with this? The internet and these platforms, it's like you can hop on Google, you can hop on all these different websites, and you can just start up an account. Boot somebody out of your chat, they'll go and they start another account and they come in under troll accounts. Have you guys ever heard of somebody trolling driving a fucking car? Oh, I don't have a license to drive, so I'm going to start a fucking troll license. Like, yeah, they have fake IDs and shit, but let that go over when you get pulled over. Mia says, I have a confession. I hit the like. How could I do that? It was easy. Those of you who haven't done the same, please do. Aw, Mia, you're sweet. Hey, Marie. So it blows my mind, and this is my personal opinion, and I don't know, maybe I almost said start a summons. Maybe I'll start a petition. Because every single time you go to tell somebody if you're being harassed on here, it's like it's almost, you know what it is? It's like you're going to a police station to report a haunting in your house. That's what it feels like. If you have somebody harassing you online and you go to report it, it's almost like, well, they're a ghost. I mean, they don't really exist. They're not real. Maybe you're just crazy. It's treated exactly the same way. But can you imagine if people were required on here to have a license of some sort to operate their platform or some sort of identification? And no, I'm not talking about an IP address. No, I'm not talking about something that is just bullshit. Because remember, anybody can be operating that vehicle, right? So if I were to get onto this computer, let's say that this was my friend's computer. Well, it doesn't matter. Maybe my friend's license plates, IP address, but I need my driver's license to log in. It would be fair, Nicki. Something to trace it back to I am the one operating right now. I am the one live streaming. I am the one operating all of this fucking vehicle right now. Okay. Nobody else. So whatever comes out of my mouth, whatever I'm doing on here, I'm responsible for. Hey, Lonnie. I agree. Ghosts are real. Bechdel real. And that doesn't just go for me sitting up here with my swollen face and shit, which by the way, it still is swollen. That goes for people that are lurking. Maybe you're in here under a troll account, whatever it is, so that you're still responsible for what you do, even though you're faceless. And that way, if you hit the report button on whatever social media platform, whether it be YouTube, um, Facebook, whatever it is, it's not just like a shot in the dark, you know? Because normally when you're being harassed or you see people putting up like your dead relatives and shit like that, you have no idea who's behind that. And then you sit there and you wonder and you guess who's behind that account. And then you look like a crazy person. That's the purpose of people trolling you. But see, they wouldn't have that attitude, and maybe they'd have to get a life if they were actually held accountable for their actions. It really is lawless, Nicki. Um, and people always say, well, the police and the law just really needs to catch up with the internet. Uh, you fucking think? I mean, people legit. All right, hold on. I know I've been ranting. Let me get into this clip. I'm going to put this up on the screen so you can't see what I'm doing. And no, this is not an open discussion, you motherfucker. Let me put this up. Shut up. Shut up. All right, hold on. Give me a minute. I said give me a minute. Do you understand? Let me get to the right part. Now, lots of you may know what this is. If you do not, and you know what, we're going to play a little music in the background just in case. So let's put a little music going here. Do some daydreaming. Yeah, let's do some of this. Okay. All right, you guys ready? Let me share the screen. Okay. 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 We're going to the beat. Going to the beat. Come on. Ooh, yeah. Up that. Ooh, up that. Wait, hold on. You guys, hold on a minute. When you guys are on hold, this reminds me of hold music. When you guys are on hold with companies, do you ever do like choreography? Hold on, let's do it before I do this. Hold on. It's going. It's getting. Hold on, let's turn this shit up. Oh, fuck yeah. Because they put you on hold forever, and the only way to like make your time worth it is to be like, do like choreography. Put it all together now. Ready? You have at least a dozen or so hold music dances. Thank you. Or you could do like, freestyle rap like. Oh yeah, Nicki's still in it too. Sitting on hold, leave me in the cold, put me in the dark, put me in park, put my shit in park. Sitting on hold, sitting in the cold, leave me in the dark, put it in park, bitch. Answer the phone, you bitch. Don't make me go on Twitch. Oh wait, it's slowing it down now. It's slowing it down. Ready? Bring it back. Bring it back. Oh wait, I could feel that. I could feel those drums ready to come back. They're just begging to come back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Let's get into. Sorry about that. The coffee just kicked in. I apologize. Okay, now I don't want you to know what this is yet. That's why I'm putting this up. All right, let's go. Let's go. Share screen. All right. I might have to turn that down a little bit. Is that too loud, folks? Is that too loud? Anybody got some new dance moves going on out there? Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Flapjack. 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 Big Mac. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to push play and let this bitch speak for herself. Sorry. Oh, hold on. That's a little bit too fast. You're lying on your dead mama. On your dead mama. Lying 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 on your dead mama.
Listen up, Bigfoot. You know I got a lot of tea.
All right, folks, you ready? Listen to this bullshit.
I went easy on you. Last fragments, good ass bitch. You know, whenever I meet a woman that would fuck her friend's man and let you.
Now, I want you to keep in mind. Actually, fuck it. I'm just going to take this off the screen. This is a monetized song. I don't know if they're playing it on the radio. I don't know. But I know it's on YouTube, okay? Bitch ass Nicki banging at your dough. Oh, yeah, Mia. Hold on a minute. We'll get into that. Let's listen.
Friends talk about your ex-friend, baby. I know that they have a very evil spirit. I don't think you want the next installment of this song.
So she's saying, I don't think you want the next installment of this song. Okay, let's keep going.
I know it's the most attention you've ever gotten. One slow ho, but trust me.
Who's that sound like? I know it's the most attention you've ever gotten. Everybody says that on here, right?
No apologize to your mom. In 24
Lying on
hours.
your dead mama, lying on your dead mama, lying on your dead
Shit
mama.
gonna get uglier than Ken Bobby. Okay?
She's saying in 24 hours, if you don't apologize, shit's gonna get ugly. Basically, this is a Nicki Minaj song that she just released, responding to Megan Thee Stallion. When I heard this shit, I've been deep in this dramatic rabbit hole, and I'm like, and I was showing my friends, and they're like, dude, this sounds just like everybody on YouTube beefing. Now, keep in mind, these are professionally trained pop stars. Okay? Now listen, I have more respect for Megan Thee Stallion after some of the bullshit I've listened. But let's keep going. Let's hear what Nicki has to say at the end of this song. Because the last minute and 22 seconds isn't even the song. Let's listen.
Don't play. And also I'd like to say to my supporters, I love you, man. God bless you. You're amazing. All the good pussy girl them too, yes. But I'm very serious.
She's very serious.
Ho, the things that you've lied about, even pertaining to your mom, you don't want them out, okay? Now, since you think it's funny to speak about people's families, we'll all join in.
She says, you think it's funny to talk about people's families? We'll all join in. Hey, Theory, how old is Nicki Minaj? Oh, she's 41. We're the same age. Okay. Let's see if she has anything in closing to say here.
Play the reindeer games. Soon as your new nose heals,
That part's funny.
and soon as your... Well, let's leave that for the second installment.
Okay. So now I could turn off that music because it's driving me nuts. I don't know how people stream with that actual music. Like, actually fucking stream. It's like, oh my God. Man, got a medication after that shit. So has anybody heard this before? And by the way, that's not the whole song, but I didn't want to play the first part because just check it out. It's called Bigfoot. And I have reason to believe the reason she called it Bigfoot is either A, I think because Megan Thee Stallion is taller than her and maybe stands over her or whatever, or B, it's because Megan Thee Stallion was shot in the foot, and now the guy's like serving, I think, 10 years in prison for doing so, something like that. Nicki Rev says, I'm 1 year younger. Oh, 40 is such a beautiful age, isn't it? Wow. So when I heard that song, it was a response to Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, she has a new album coming out, and her second single is called Hiss. Well, in Hiss, she says something along the lines of, bitches aren't mad at Megan, bitches are mad at Megan's Law. Okay. Anybody know what Megan's Law is? Who came for who first, Nicki Rev says. I think this is a beef that's been going on a while, but I do have an idea of what's going on here that I'll get to in a minute. Thea says, I literally have no idea what the beef is between those two. I just know they were both upset about Ben Shapiro taking #1 spot. Yeah, they were like all three kind of battling it out, right? You didn't hear the last part of the song? Yeah, it's basically just Nicki Minaj kind of making subtle dramatic threats, if you will. Cristola says, she says that she's literally says she's 5'11", and she says how you got shot in the foot, you have no scars. Yeah, she's saying like she lied about it or whatever, which actually I will say this. In Megan the Stallion's new song, and we'll get to the Megan's Law in a minute. I found something kind of interesting. Now, I've liked Megan the Stallion's music over the years, but I kind of haven't liked her. But after watching a lot of interviews since this happened, I really like her, and she actually continued her education after becoming famous and got her degree and stuff. And I highly respect her. I like her a lot, and I've lost kind of respect for Nicki Minaj. But we'll get into that in a minute. Hey, Foxy. Um, Sabian Sabian says it was some beef about Cardi B back in 2020 or something. Okay, so that's around the time probably their little beef started. No, but what I was saying is Megan the Stallion says in her new song, hold on, let me get to it. She says, "I'm the Teflon Don in the courtroom." So she's throwing subtle digs at Nicki Minaj by this Megan's Law thing, which I'll tell you in a minute. Do you know who Teflon Don is? He was like a criminal that got away with shit for the longest time. So it does make you kind of wonder about the foot thingy, you know? Yes, she was shot by Tori Lenez. Look at my boobs. They blend in with my green screen. Like in. Christola says Megan came first by saying that line about Megan's Law because Nicki's husband and brother are both on the list. Yes. So if you don't know what Megan's Law is, hold on. Hey Siri, what is Megan's Law? That'd be funny if Siri started rapping. No, don't call Megan. Sorry, Megan. It almost called you. Megan's Law. Because I don't want to get it the actual thing wrong. So Megan's Law is named after a 7-year-old Megan Kenka. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Who was Ard and unalived by a known child, you know, who had moved across the street from the family without their knowledge. In the wake of the tragedy, the Kankis sought to have local communities warned about offenders in their area. So that is why you see, no matter what level somebody is an offender, that's why they're publicly, on a list. That is what Megan's Law is. So Megan the Stallion says, bitches aren't mad at Megan, they're mad at Megan's Law. And so Nicki Minaj got pissed off because her husband and her brother are both on that list. And so she fucking went off and she makes this song within like 24 hours. You're thankful for that law? Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have. So she fucking went off. Okay. Hey, Rentel. But so here's some of the things she's been saying. And that's why I was like, dude, this is exactly like YouTube beef, except these are like millionaires that don't need to be doing this, but are. She's been going off on, Megan the Stallion's, getting shot in the foot. She's been going off on saying Megan the Stallion lied about her mother, who is deceased now. Have we ever heard anybody on this platform go after deceased relatives? Now hold on before you look at me like that, you little bitch. Let me just tell you real quick, I was blamed for like over a year and I was harassed like a motherfucker when I did not do that. So when I finally snapped, I did. Was it right of me to do? No. But what was the root of me doing that? I was tired of bullshit. I was hurting. I was pissed off. And so I rammed my words up people's asses hard. I even gave them a little tongue. Lycan says the songs end up being about the beefs and the people buy the albums for the diss tracks. Yeah, I mean, that's what like rap battles and stuff like that are really cool. But like this shit, first of all, let me just say, Megan the Stallion has not responded once to this Nicki Minaj. And she's been fucking going off. She's been going off on Twitter, actually. I think she's been threatened to be booted off Twitter, if I'm correct. It has gotten so bad, and I don't know if you know this, Lycan, or if anybody knows this. Since Nicki Minaj has brought up her mom, there are hardcore ride or die Nicki Minaj fans, and that's why I said we need a license to operate this platform, that were online threatening to go and dig up Megan the Stallion's mom from the graveyard. People act, that would be cool, like, and wouldn't it? Like, I mean, because you make money anyway, so who cares what people fucking think about you? Just have this crazy, like, Courtney Love-esque, Cardi B-ish, fucking psychotic. Oh, maybe that's what Nicki Minaj is doing. Who knows? Make a song out of that next? How would that go? We're digging in your dirt. We're digging up your skirt. Not kidding. Hold on. Here she goes. Let me read this article real quick. So it says, according to TMZ, police are taking necessary action to protect Megan Thee Stallion's mom's grave after the location was posted, doxed, online amid controversy surrounding her Hiss song. Megan's mom, Holly, passed away in 2019 after a battle with brain cancer. The cemetery she was laid to rest at became aware of these alleged threats to dig up Megan's mom's corpse and notified the authorities. They immediately beefed up security at the burial site. Thankfully, no one has attempted to carry out the heinous act. The cemetery emphasizes that they are on high alert of any potential threats. Lycan says, digging into the menagerie, finding her mom and it's not imaginary. Digging into the menagerie, finding her mom and it's not imaginary. They better leave her mom alone. Well, shit, her mom's on her own at this point, right? I'm just kidding. I'm back my way out of that one. Question. Have you heard the #1 song in the world right now? Facts. They mentioned this, Nicki. I love it. It's rap, and it was a huge surprise. Is it the Hiss song is #1? Because she's been #1, I think. It's been her, Nicki, and then, Ben Shapiro. And what's that rapper guy, the Republican that I like? I don't know his name. Every day I realize more and more how we are in need of God. Shit. We're in need of something. Feel me? Everybody on YouTube's talking about it. Hey, Shift. I didn't really care for the bench. Like, that's a cool song. I think Thea sent it to me, actually. Yes, Tom McDonald. I love, like, the idea and stuff, but the Ben Shapiro part was very electronic. Like, it wasn't like he was actually rapping. I mean, it was a cool collaboration, but I don't know. It's not something that I would listen to, like, when I was working out or anything like that. Okay. So anyways, back to, threats of digging up a celebrity's deceased relative, okay? I haven't seen any articles on the police track the people down that made the threats online. It's like they don't do anything to people online, but they'll go and they'll wait by the graveyard and waste their time instead of fucking putting money and time into, okay, who's making these threats? Hold them accountable for what the hell they're doing. So to people that are sitting on here and they're like, keep reporting these people on YouTube on these streets, we'll get them taken down, we'll get their channel down. Are you fucking kidding me? You think taking someone's channel down is going to fix your fucking problems? No, that's only going to help your fucking shitty little ego. because that's the only thing you can take away from somebody. Like, and you know what I'm talking about. Instead of going to the root of the problem and holding people accountable for illegal behavior that they do, like making threats, doing all this shit, they do nothing except send people out to the graveyard. Like, seriously. Instead of tracking down the fucking problem. Aw, thank you, Amberly. I hope you're doing good too. So, why is it, do you think, and listen, I'm not promoting, okay, doxing or anything like that. Why do you think you have creators on this platform that end up taking matters into their own fucking hands? They may do it in the right way, they may do it in the wrong way. Hell, I've done it both. I've snapped and done things I'm not proud of. And then I've also done things, the legal route and stuff, which was the more sane way to do things. Hey, anti side eye. But why do you think it is that when there's a troll in someone's chat or a troll that's been taunting somebody under the same channel name for years and they're threatening you and they're doxing you, and you've gone to the police, you've done all this shit, and there's nothing fucking being done. You're still being threatened, your address is being put out, all these things, and the police won't do anything. So you finally fucking give the other person a taste of their own fucking medicine. You look them up, you find out who they are, and all of a sudden you're a fucking monster. And then people are making clips about you saying, oh my God, look how real life they are. It's like, bitch, take a fucking seat. I've been trying to do something for the longest time. So if you think they're not going to do anything for Nicki Minaj or Megan Thee Stallion in these circumstances or anything like that, we're all fucked. No, you're not blocked, Amberly. It's really good, the lyrics are. Yeah, the lyrics are good in that Ben Shapiro song. So, I mean, look, we're witnessing people that can literally take legal action like that. They've got money, they've got millions of dollars. Um, Matter of fact, I hear that possibly, I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but Megan the Stallion is possibly being sued by the parents of that Megan girl that they started that law on for even putting that in a song. I don't know how she could, but I heard that's something they're doing. So if they're not doing anything about these people that are way up here, nothing's ever going to fucking get done unless we stand and stick together and start petitions. Because, like I said, if you love you, bitch, talks, if you need a license to operate a car and you get pulled over and you do not have a license or you don't have insurance, you get clocked, right? You get checked for that. You get a ticket. If you're driving under the influence of alcohol or something, you get taken into custody and off the roads so people can protect the streets. Okay. Talking about these streets out here that I ran around and slept with multiple people in. Okay. I climbed my way up the fire escape of these buildings and I did someone and then I fell down, landed on top of another gay guy, and then I did him. Okay. You think these women are too grown to act a fool? Well, yeah. And you know what? Honestly, it's kind of like what Lycan said too is like Megan Thee Stallion just like put a diss in her song. It's no different than, somebody doing a parody on here or putting a, dissing somebody or doing commentary on whatever. But I mean, Nicki Minaj, it was like less than 48 hours. She had that song recorded and it was a clap back. In my personal opinion, it really didn't have a flow. It didn't, she was like, not really doing much in it. And then the last 2 minutes of the song is basically her just talking like this and making, kind of subtle threats. So to me, like that was more serious. And then saying, you have 24 hours to apologize. And if you don't, shit's going to get ugly. Like that kind of shit should be looked at more seriously. And I feel like anything that's done online, if you're operating your device online, It should be exactly the same fucking way as if you're operating a car. And you know what else? I think to save ourselves problems, I don't have children, but from children getting involved in things on here and people that really aren't of age to see certain things. That's why we have rated R for, I think, what is it, 18-year-olds and up, and PG-13 and stuff like that. That's why we have ratings on things. I think if you have children, you need some sort of license that identifies who you are on all your devices, that it's just like a sign in on the internet. Period. It's your ID. And if you have people underneath you using your devices or kids using other devices, they need to be listed under you until they fucking turn 18 years old. And everything that you do on the internet, you are fucking held accountable for. You wonder, like, people are like, oh God, people are passing around revenge porn and looking up illegal shit. And it's like, that's because nobody's fucking held accountable for shit. Nobody is held accountable for anything. And it's almost like you're just throwing somebody the keys to a car with no fucking experience, no license, uh, no criminal background check. You have no idea who they are, and just go ahead, take off. You're good to go. It is the stupidest thing in the world. And it's ridiculous that you can go to the police about something you're experiencing online, somebody harassing you right now. You can go to the police station right now if that was happening outside of the internet, and they would jump on that. But you go there with things, and it's almost like you're going into the police station and they look at you like you watched a movie and you're going to report a character in that movie. Like they're like, "Oh, it's fake." It's like, "No, it's not, and I'm not crazy." And there's a fly flying around in the police station. You're like, I'm not crazy." But it's stupid. You've been watching reactions to it so far. It's all positive. Are you talking about the Tom McDonald song? My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Oh, is that what he says in that song? It's called Why Boys. Is that another Tom McDonald song? So, like, I fell deep into this, I was like, where did this beef come from? And I was listening to a clip, and it was like a clip of Nicki Minaj. I don't know where she does these rants at. I don't know if it's Instagram Live, but a while ago she was like going off on, somebody used me and they asked me to do a collaboration with them. And I said, I'll do this if you do that. And then when the day came for them to do their part, they didn't. And I think that's the Megan the Stallion bullshit. And I didn't want to necessarily get into the details of that because it's just like celebrity bullshit, just like on here when people fight. But it's crazy that you can witness, people being threatened online, especially with that big of following and all that, and it's still not really taken seriously. Except, oh, okay, let's go send people graveside by Megan the Stallion's mom's grave and see if anyone shows up. No, bitch. How about you fucking track down who made the threats to begin with and you fucking do something about it so other idiots know that what you do on the internet you need to be held accountable for. Oh, wait a minute. They don't do that because nobody's held accountable for shit. It's like asking them It's like asking the McDonald's employees to help with their app. It's like I'm talking in a different language. Yeah, no one gives a fuck. And that's because there's like no, like, if you've ever had issues online and you go to the police, they're like, well, the laws haven't caught up with the internet yet. Well, then maybe the internet shouldn't fucking be there until laws can be applied. That's like opening a country or a business with no fucking terms of service or anything. You're just letting people run rampant. Oh, thank you for being a member for 34 months, Bechdel Real. I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Maddie Ann. Good morning. Thank you. You can't see the whole thing because part of it's green. Mia says there's no revenge, no nothing to use against me because I have no tapes or photos with me naked. So, yeah, that's not going to work out. Oh, I have plenty of videos, pictures. I've probably taken nudes in some of these buildings. apartment buildings, streets. I believe I took a scooter down this way when Molly Golightly was in town to go over that way because our hotel with Molly Golightly was like back there around that area. I took a scooter all the way from the hotel to a man from Grinder, did him over here, brought him back to the hotel this way, and we did each other more in the hotel room. And when Molly Golightly pounded on the door for me to open, I put my fingers over his mouth and I said, shh. True story, drunken Hori. Hey, Caitlin. Love you, Bechdel Real. Is that Megan a horse? Asking for a friend. No, but that is one of the cut downs they call her. She is a beautiful woman. She looks a lot like Queen Latifah, that Megan the Stallion. I've really grown a lot of respect for her. But if you guys don't know, that's kind of a fun rabbit hole to fall down is the Megan the Stallion, Nicki Minaj battle. But it seems to just be on Nicki's end. She's very angry. But here's the ending part that I wanted to say about that. When I know this is a cheesy thing that people say, but hurt people hurt people. As I'm going down this rabbit hole, I'm watching new interviews of Nicki Minaj because she just released a new album like what, a month ago? And I'm noticing a pattern in these conversations she's having in these interviews. And a lot of those conversations go back to her saying, my father was planning on coming to see me and my new baby. I talked to him on the phone, was booking his flight. Later that evening, my mom called me and said he was in a bad accident. Shortly after he passed away. This was, recent after she had her baby. So, like, no matter who you are, I'm not saying there's excuses, for cutting people down and saying mean things, but clearly, like, obviously that was her father, and he didn't get a chance to meet her baby. So maybe that's why she's so angry right now because everyone's like, she's going crazy on Twitter. She's going psychotic. Maybe she's just grieving and she's never lost her father before. You only lose that one time if you have one. So she is a celebrity after all. She has a big following. A lot of that comes with a lot of negativity. You bitches know this. Nikki Rev, you have a channel. Bitch Talks, you have a channel. Lonnie, Caitlin, Lycan, me. If you have a channel or even a presence online, you know that comes with negativity. So when you're grieving or maybe you're going through addiction or anything like that, not only are you going through that, but you're also dealing with bullshit on top of that. Maybe channels dedicating horrific videos to you, making up rumors, lies, or maybe they're trashing you about the truth. Maybe they're trashing you about your addictions or whatever it is. And in some way, shape, or form, that hurts even worse. So that's what I take into consideration. It is silly. I did do a poll saying, whose team are you on? Nicki Minaj or Megan the Stallion? And it is silly. But when they turn the cameras off or the microphones at the end of the day, we're still going to see them as fake celebrities, but they actually have feelings. And that's something we need to consider about everybody, not just celebrities, about Rosaling. Hey, Rosaling. Siren. Samantha Bee. Who are some people on here that I don't get along with? Um, like Captain Kangaroo. He doesn't seem like a nice person. I don't know him, but he still has feelings at the end of the day. There's faceless people that I don't know that troll or that say things, and I really don't even know who they are because it's just a name on the internet. That's still a human. Troll accounts, there's still a human behind that has human emotions and feelings. We don't know what they're going through. Hey, Robert. Hey, Tony G. Robert. Hey. So that was kind of my point coming on with that rant, because I mean, that fucking dramatic shit was a very nice escape from the reality on here on YouTube. So I go to this alternate universe, alternate reality of listening to celebrity gossip and drama, but that's also real. That may be entertainment to me, but there's also feelings involved in that too. And it makes you think like a lot of the things we put out on the internet, whether it be dramatic, big drama that's out of control and all this bullshit, it's entertainment to someone else. But at what point do you like take it back and be like, whoa, dude, this is really affecting me? And people got their popcorn out and all this shit. And here you are ready to check into a 51 fucking 50. So you kind of have to like balance shit on here. I know drama's fun or gossip and that kind of stuff, but it's really not worth making yourself sick. It's not worth interfering with your day-to-day life. Hey, Regina. Lonnie says, I know that feeling in June. I'm a mega bitch, so this year I'm staying off YouTube that month. That's the worst month for me. Well, and see, as long as you know your boundaries. And I see a lot of people say that. I have friends that say, I'm done. I'm done with YouTube. It's toxic. It's terrible. And I completely support that. But then I think to myself, I'm like, it's not YouTube or the internet that's toxic. It's the person behind the wheel that's operating whatever channel it is. And that's why when you have refreshing people like Thea who come on here and they have not got thrown off the purpose of really why they want to be here and it's fun for them. And a lot of people, outside of YouTube, they wonder, they're like, who are you arguing with on the internet? Have you met that person? Wait, what are you fucking doing with your life, dude? Get a fucking life. Do something with your channel. Have good positive conversations. Do something you're interested in. And it's like we get off track with nonsense. Then you have people that actually really put interest into research and things like Thea does on her channel, and many other people. Locomai does it on her channel, and they stay on track, and they don't care what people think. They're enjoying themselves, and they're happy. They're not stressed. If people say anything negative about them, they probably don't even fucking see it or mention it or give a shit. I think a lot of people are scared to do that. Um, they're scared to be themselves because drama is the core, even in the true crime community. Drama is the core place where people feel that's somebody's comfort zone. Okay. And if you're about numbers, that's what you do. You go back to drama because you don't have to be talented to do it. You just have to have a big fucking mouth and a lot of problems. And that's easy to have anywhere, right? Shit. Wow. Count me in. Oh. But I think if people really make themselves vulnerable to their interests, maybe they're scared they're going to be judged about it. Maybe they're scared people aren't going to think they're that good, so they're going to be judged for it. So they're scared. I hear a lot of people saying, I'm my authentic self on here and fuck you. If you don't like it, fuck you. And it's like, well, you're your authentic self when you're angry. You're your authentic emotional self. But what are your interests? What do you like to do? What makes you smile? What makes you happy? What talents do you have? And a lot of people, don't they don't do that. I think because they really are scared of being judged. Hey, something to talk about. Or they're scared of a number going down. And one of the main reasons they are is because a lot of these people throw numbers in people's faces. So if they actually did something else, their numbers would go down and they would be judged and they would have to hold their words towards themselves. Hey, Tokyo, true crime addiction. This speaks to you because you're an addict right now. Oh, well, I hope that you get through whatever it is that you are struggling with. That's what it should be on here. I want to hear what gets people excited. I want the joy and the fun. Yeah, and it's such a good feeling. Like, it really is a nice. I mean, look, Locomai just made me this. This is a fucking jewel, whatever painting you call it, diamond painting. You know how long this probably fucking took to do? And she mailed it to me all the way from Hawaii. She's made multiple things like this for me, Locomai. That takes time and talent and patience. Hey, Scotty, I want to make out with you later, okay? You're hot. That's why I'm starting tonight. We're starting our channel brand new, and we're going to have real topics with real. Is this Broken Justice in chat, or is this Mama Knows Best? Which one is chatting right now? Because I apologized the other day because I was so mad when I was in Andrea Mom's chat with Amber and stuff. And if you guys don't know what happened, like I was in there and Amber was on panel, Amber's alerts, and I was like, why are you lying? And I just went in there and it was a mess. And I got mad and I called, I think, excuse me now, a cunt. And then Andrea Mom's like, you don't call people that here. And I was like, you're not my fucking teacher. And I used my wrench and I started blocking everyone in her chat that wasn't blue. And I fucking went ape shit crazy. You know, it's like that kind of stuff. We shouldn't take shouldn't take it so personal, you know? And then I think I cussed Mama Knows Best out or whatever. And then later I realized, you know, maybe the internet's getting to me a little bit. And I apologize about that. You know? Okay, Scotty. I love you, Scotty. You have another one started, but you can't remember where I put the little diamonds. Oh, you do? The diamond paintings? When did you get yours? Mine came in yesterday, Christola. Mine came in yesterday. Lonnie says, apparently I haven't been on here because I'm sour like milk. I have no real life shit going on. Karen's like to strike. And I'm rich tasting like whiskey bitches. I age fine like wine. Well, you know, that's another thing too. A lot of people come on here maybe because they do have a lot of time on their hands. And I've used that as a cut down to people. I'm like, get a fucking life. Well, a lot of people, this is their life. A lot of people, this is their income or extra income and stuff. And like, I don't know, everybody's on here for a different reason. But I mean, obviously you're here because you want to be, or it's helping you in some way. And unfortunately, I think the drama even helps people. Maybe, you know, it distracts them from bad things going on in their life or misery. And it's kind of sad because if we have to escape pain to come online, and I hate this word, but like, and hate bond with people, that's really shitty. And it feels shitty going to bed. Like when I cussed them out in Mama Knows Best chat or Andrea Mom's, it didn't feel good going to bed that night. Hey, Kayla. Hey, Moon. Oh, do you still have that puppy, Siren? Yeah, puppies always help. Scotty says, I used to work at the post office, Cristola, and a lot of times they save all the packages for deliveries. Oh, so you might get it later. You call cunts twats, and you don't sugarcoat. People need to hear what they are. I agree. Hey, Sally Ann. But see, a lot of times I'm the cunt. Oh, okay, Broken Justice. A lot of times I'm the cunt. I'm the asshole. And that's what people don't realize is it's almost like you're not allowed to, especially if you come on here as yourself, whether you're on camera or not, if it's just your voice, whatever it is, people keep you in that moment. So if you have a bad moment, which I've had a lot, I'm a human and I have emotions and I get angry. I have a lot of happy moments on here that nobody highlights. But I also have a lot of shitty fucking moments that people highlight and they dedicate channels to all the time. And if I've already been embarrassed from those moments, I've moved on, maybe I've apologized for them, that's not good enough. You know why? Because when you apologize and you take accountability for your actions, that basically clears you and lets you restart and lets you grow and learn. While people that hate you, they don't want people to see you as somebody who can grow and learn. They want people to see you exactly how they see you, and that's as a shitty person, and they don't want anybody to talk to you or like you. So they will clip you. They will clip your bad moments. If people forget about that bad moment, they will replay it again. They will dedicate a channel and they'll recycle it and put it in a community post a year later in case anybody missed what happened 10 years ago when Robbie flipped out and cussed people out. Fuck you. That's what I say. Ika says we're all a little crazy sometimes. We just snap into lunatics and then get back to our normal crazy selves. Nobody on YouTube is their full mental, ordinary, normal capacity. Nobody in life is. But that's the difference between 2024 and fucking 1982. That's the year I was born, by the way. Best year ever. You know how many fucking assholes probably said foul shit in 1982? They probably said foul shit to their spouses, their friends, their bosses, their pastors, their mistresses, their fucking streetwalkers, prostitutes. You know how many people got drunk and fucking cussed people out and they didn't have 10 million people clipping them as they're saying it to play over and over? No, fuck it. It just went out into thin fucking air and it ain't there anymore unless somebody had a camcorder and nobody plays VHS tapes anymore. So nobody can even watch their shit replayed at this point. So no one gives a fuck. Every single thing that you do on here is clipped. And if you have a slip up moment or even who was I think it was Larry. Do you guys remember Larry? He was in True Crime with Chris Watts and he was rapping along to a song and Larry is Caucasian and the N-word in the song had slipped out because it was part of the lyrics and everybody went ape shit crazy and he was like, I'm so sorry, I was just rapping along with the song. It was like nobody fucking could forgive him for it. It's bullshit. We need to stop normalizing clapback. Something, I mean, I don't know. And then to call things like a drama community, it's weird because then it's like you're intentionally, purposely coming on here for drama every day. But then people say, oh, I'm so sick of it. I'm going to get onto this content or that. And it's like, are you? Because if you're part of a drama community, that's not drama content. So you're going to have to find a new audience. Broken Justice says one thing about you, you always own up to what you do and you always apologize and you try to make it right. And you know what, Broken Justice, that doesn't mean that it's okay. And it doesn't give me an excuse to be like, oh, I apologize, so I could just do it again. I think a lot of people misunderstand that. And that's not what that means. When I apologize, I want to do better the next time. And, I just fucking don't. Because I'm a human being. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Wild Scott Aurora. You're listening? Okay, drive safe. Lonnie says you say a few bad things and people say, oh my God, did you hear what Lonnie said? Bitches Well, don't be a piece of shit bitch and I wouldn't go off on your ass is simple. But I haven't said the worst like others have. Oh, I've said the worst. And yes, thank you. It's just Larry. I like Larry. By the way, on a side note, has anybody watched Seeking the Truth with Dave? He just did an interview with Cindy Watts, Chris Watts' mother. It's very, and somebody actually commented, I shared it out on my community post, and they said, is this supposed to change our opinion? No, it's not supposed to change your opinion. It's just supposed to give you a point of view of a mother whose son is in prison and just hearing her side. I think people are so closed off and closed minded to fucking not allowing others like to speak simply because they don't like them. Hey, Amy, love you, Amy. Nicki's not a part of any drama community. You're only human, Thea says. We all hit a point where we snap and it happens, but taking accountability for it counts for something. Yeah. And I mean, that's what my channel's always been. It's called Save Robbie because vlogging saves me. But I mean, shit, sometimes it gets me in trouble too. But the learning part saves me. Okay. Do you see how that works out? Okay. I've slept and I've oozed in these buildings after sexual activity in multiple buildings. I've even at the casinos up in the mountains, I've had sexual relations. I ended up with chlamydia, syphilis, different sexually transmitted diseases within these areas that have been spread around in this city. Okay. And then I've had to go down the street this way down to Denver Health, the free clinic, and get a penicillin shot in my ass and take accountability for my promiscuous sexual behavior and start over again. Okay. That's what it feels like when you're a whore and you have to continuously go in and see the same exact doctor at the free clinic. And they're like, back again, huh? And it's like, couldn't help myself. And you have to bend over and take a penicillin shot in your ass, and it hurts very badly. Still didn't learn the lesson. Go back and get the same fucking shot 2 weeks later because here I am again with syphilis, second stage. The first time I found out I had syphilis, I got a court-ordered letter from the state. From the state of Colorado. They said you need to get in immediately. You are required. This is your duty. You need to come in, and you are in stage 4 syphilis. And it is court ordered that you come and you get your penicillin shot in your ass. What? I didn't even know what syphilis was. I just went in for a random checkup. Next thing you know, I'm getting court ordered. You bet your sweet slutty ass I was court or well, I guess it wasn't court. It was mandated by the state. 80 streams on another platform. Yeah, so does Molly Golightly. She's always over on Facebook or Kick. And she's still doing great. Yeah, there's other platforms, folks. I love you too, Thea. Okay, Siren, have a good day. It doesn't even bother me anymore what anybody says to me or tries to do to me. I know who I am and they can't change that. Your channel, Andrea's channel, and retros. Well, and you know what? That really was fucked up of me to abuse my wrench. Instead of being an adult and just leaving Andrea Mom's chat, I was like, fuck anyone that's not blue, I'm blocking you. So I am sorry for that. Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, and I'm an asshole. Period. But that's okay. I could start over again. You want to know what else? Here's a perfect example, you guys. No, I have been the biggest slut. It is on my medical record, Scotty. Last week, something really bad happened. Still have marks, bruises, swollen burns in my mouth, all sorts of shit. And there was a blessing in disguise that happened. Because when I came out of my issues last week and have been coming to and like have been healing mentally and stuff, guess what I was cured of? And I didn't even realize it until I was like, whoa, like I was bedridden for a couple of days and stuff. I quit vaping and I didn't even realize it. And now I don't even crave it. I was magically healed and I do not vape anymore. I don't need nicotine. I haven't done it in well over a fucking week. Don't care to. Threw away all the ones I had left over. Blessing in disguise. You miss AD? Oh, I love Armchair Detective. He's my YouTube grandfather. He is. Jesus, clap one time and everyone stands. Hey, Wildflower. You think YouTube has made us stronger? Oh, yeah, it definitely gives you a thicker skin. Then I won't take your vapes anymore. Your vapes were really delicious in Vegas. Amy had some good shit. She got that good. Scotty no longer reacts emotionally to these people. See, after what Nicki and Scotty just said, like, you know, you're not letting things get to you or you don't react emotionally. What did that take to get there, Scotty? It took like having to go through something. Maybe it was embarrassment, maybe it was feeling bad or having to watch yourself on replay of maybe things we've said that we're not proud of, and then we're able to learn from it. The problem is they're still fucking there, the clips of us, and we've moved on from those moments. There's so many clips out there right now that I used to not be able to watch of me because I was like, ooh, and it was embarrassing. But I've moved on, I've grown from it. So now if I come across those clips or I see them, I'm like, oh, that's like a different person. It's not even who I am anymore. So I can stomach it and I can hear it. But see, you go through a bad moment, you move on. Robbie had a Karen moment with the STD clinic. Did you hear about Unsolved Mysteries coming back? Oh, I thought it was back. Hey, so done with it. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want it. I don't think about it throughout the day. I'm done vaping. I don't want to do it. Scotty had an emotional breakdown on a live stream. And you had, oh my God, sitting in front of, I'm sorry, Scotty. Was that a while ago, Scotty? I think I'm reading that emoji correctly. Hey, Beard Freak. I know I'm glad I quit vaping too. I actually like have a little bit more energy when I wake. Like I'm still healing from being sick last week and going through shit and stuff, but getting better. Hey, baby love. Love you. Oh, it was around 2 years ago, Scotty. My lips are really chapped too. I burned my lips too. So shut up. People like GLM still using the clips. Well, people like GLM and those kind of people, I mean, they're not just like mad once in a while. Because, you know, I mean, we have a range of emotions. If you come on here and you're vlogging or you're live streaming your personality is going to have multiple different emotions and, you know, feelings. There's some people that like every time they post a video or a post, they are so fucking angry. GLM's one of them. They're just so mad all the time. And it's like, dude, chill the fuck out. Yes, Amy has been binge watching This Is Us. I only made it, I think, through the first season of that. I can't take that show. It's too fucking emotional. Hey, Moody Mary, I hope you're doing good too. Oh, welcome, Beard Freak. You realize that some people like her are truly unhappy in life. I wouldn't want to be like her ever. No. And like that's one of the I've responded to her before. And yeah, a lot of people say I got her fired from her job, which is false. She was trolling when she fucking did that. It's bullshit. But it's people like her that, you know, they poke people and they try to get a reaction. It's like fishing. They're fishing trolls. They try to get that response so they can clip you and put you like your video on their channel. And then, I don't know. I don't know what it does for them, but it gives them some sort of good feeling, attention, whatever it is. Oh, thank you for gifting a membership. Let me see if I can see who got the memberships. It actually showed me in StreamYard. So let me say this, because I've been ranting for a while. Oh, did Perspective Reverence get it? Let me see. Thank you, Perspective Reverence. See, I've been, because it's been snowing and it's like almost springtime. That's the only thing that's been stopping me from starting to film my movie. Because I want the weather to be the same. Like there's going to be outside crime scene parts and stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out an exact like location for like the crime scenes and stuff. But again, if you don't know about my movie, it's a whodunit. I'm going to premiere it kind of as a mystery dinner. Oh, okay, Perspective. Congratulations for getting it. When the movie is done, I'm going to premiere it as like a mystery dinner premiere live so we could all watch it together. It's going to be filmed a lot like, if you watch true crime on YouTube, like JLR, you watch panels, like allegedly with Brittany, Mommy Ramblings, Molly Go Lightly, Heels on the Ground. It's going to be a lot of going out. Because I don't want to give it away. Okay. So basically, the movie, it centers around a main character, and that would be my character, who is in like a drama community. And he does like drama and nature. So basically, like, what inspired me was who's that guy that Lycan always makes fun of? The guy who's always walking and talking drama. Uh, that kind of inspired me for like the type of channel he has in the beginning. Well, when he's out in nature doing his drama in, the Eli, thank you. Uh, his channel takes a turn because he comes across a crime scene live and it gives him a lot of clout and he becomes a part of a true crime community. And there's going to be other actors, other characters that are these true crime characters, to where we're going to have panels. Of course, we're going to have suspicious, what do they call those, red herrings or whatever, characters. Everybody's a suspect. Everybody has, a reason to be a killer or killers. And basically, it's the character goes from drama to crama, which there becomes more drama and jump scares and mystery and all this fun bundled up. And then in the end, you'll find out, what happened. And it's going to be really fun. And I have it planned out perfectly, the story in my head. It's just getting it out and filming it and getting it done. But I just want to make sure the weather's good in case I have to go reshoot in the same location. Of course, I want it to look the same and stuff. So there's that. I'm really excited to do it. And if you're a member or patron, I'm going to do like behind the scenes stuff on there. And there's been a lot of people that have been like, oh, I want to be in your movie. Like Mrs. Portland, even. First of all, she hates me right now, but no, I have certain characters in my head and don't fucking spoil it. And Mrs. Portland, you need to calm down anyhow. Eli hates anyone with a vagina. Oh, maybe I'll add that to my character. No, but it is going to be really fun, and hopefully it'll. I don't know. That's just the type of content that I want to do because it's fun and it puts my time into valuable, stuff that's worthwhile and it's entertaining, and then we get to enjoy it together. So, thank you, Caterpillar. You love the cash register building. My grandfather was an architect, and I don't think he helped design this one. See the cash register building, guys, in Denver? And by the way, I don't know if this is an updated photo. We have lots of new tall buildings in Denver right now. But my grandfather helped design one of the typewriter ones that were down like on the ground lower. It is going to be fun. Thea, and actually, Thea, you have to be a character in it. because you're a good actress. You're on camera, which, you know, my characters, I want them to be on camera, especially even if they're on a panel. But I do have a character for you. So it's going to be fun. You're excited to see it. You have to make sure you have 1 liter bottle of vodka that night. Yeah, but you need to keep your head straight because you're going to need to guess who the killer is or killers. Okay. Oh, and one of the main things about the story that I forgot to tell you guys is like it's kind of like a copycat killer of someone who was never caught like 20 years prior. So it could be the killer that was never caught or a copycat, or it's just gonna be fun. I'm excited. You had a screenplay that was actually chosen and turned into a play that was performed by Actors Guild. That's awesome, Scotty. See, I'm terrible at punctuation and typing and all that kind of stuff. Even Thea was like, "Oh, I found a really good, you know, app or system that can help you type out a script." And I'm like, "The I have my movie in my head. I have the scenes. I'm terrible at typing. So basically, when people are in the scenes, I'm going to tell them, okay, this is what needs to happen. It's going to be improv. I want it to be natural, but this is what needs to happen in this scene at one point, and then I can clip it and chop it. So that's going to be my style. On welcome, Broken Justice. Your name will be in lights, Thea. And yes, you guys need to go subscribe to Oh, It's Thea because she does amazing videos, paranormal stuff, conspiracies, all sorts of stuff. So hold on, I need to drop her channel link. Oh, it's Thea. And yeah, she's just good. And she's newer and she just started live streaming, you know, and it, you know, she was nervous like anybody would be. And then I watched her live. I was like, what the fuck, dude? You don't even see, you're like a natural. What the hell? Okay. So go over, subscribe to Thea. She's beautiful. She has a wonderful channel. She puts hard work into her stuff. So Thea's channel. And I'm going to pin it. Okay. Now, do you have any questions or any comments before I leave? Anybody? Anyone? Okay. Love you too, Thea. That's awesome. It's sort of like Guess Who, the game and the movie Scream. Yeah, Lonnie, the movie's it's gonna be like the Blair Witch Project mixed with like JLR, mixed with like Armchair Detective, Molly Golightly, Scream, and Paranormal Activity, and a live stream all crammed into one. And I'm gonna make sure, you know, there's some humor and some fun stuff in there. It's just gonna be fun. Um, but you know, I've never filmed like a movie. It's not gonna be a big. My friend Oscar thought it was gonna be like a big motion picture. I'm like, no, it's just gonna be a fun project to work on. Just like when I was little, I used to steal my parents' home video and have to record over the porn that they made. Make myself a movie. Just kidding. I don't know if they made porn, but I think my sister said one time she put the VHS in the VCR and there was actual pornography of my parents. I believe she did say that happened. Fortunately, I did miss that. I did miss that visual. Question. It's been a rough week for a lot of us. Hopefully, everyone feels better soon. Yes. Oh, thank you, baby love. Everyone, take care of yourself. It is snowing outside. Really? Yeah. Oscar asked if Paramount or Lionsgate was doing my film. I'm like, no, my cell phone is doing the film. The killer had been hurt by a group of men and she castrated them in revenge. Ooh. Hey, what do you guys, before we go, what do you guys think of that Kansas City Chiefs story of the four men and the guy that lived there fell asleep on the couch after they smoked whatever drug that made him pass out, and the three that passed out outside ended up freezing to death? And then the fiance woman comes over like 2 days later and finds him froze to death? I don't know. I just think that's kind of weird that the guy that lives there ends up living and then The fiance finds him instead of calling the police. Nancy Grace is on that case like a fucking bat out of hell, I'll tell you that right now. Oh shit, Thea. You got to go check this out. It's brand new story. Yeah, these men froze to death. And now, you know, the toxicology the toxicology 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 report has come back. There's fentanyl in their systems. Can't wait. I think your movie's going to be so much fun. It is. Love you, Retro Kitten. Love you, Beard Freak. Member for 6 months. But check it out. Yeah, this they're not investigating it as a murder case. It just seems too weird. I mean, I can get if people, I mean, I've been strung out before. I get it if like people pass out. But there's things that are adding up. Like, for example, the guy that lives at the house that slept for 2 days without getting up and looking out the window to see if his fucking friends' cars were there or their dead bodies were in the backyard by any chance. I mean, shit. People are blowing up his phone trying to get a hold of him. And he's like, oh, I was sleeping with my headphones in. Really, bitch? Because my fucking AirPods connect to my iPhone. So if anybody texts me or calls me, even if the ringer's off, that fucking bitch Siri tells me in my ear. And Scotty says he was known as the chemist, the guy that is still living, the chemist by his buddies. He would concoct different drugs for the mood of the day. See, and it's so weird that one of the guys would be such good friends with him because his family members are saying there's no way in hell that he would have ever done drugs. He would have ever done anything like that. But I mean, people even said that about me. Here I was bouncing around Denver, Colorado, swinging from building to building with my legs spread like Spider-Man in a porno, just fucking having the meth fleeing right out of my ass and doing everybody on the way down. Nobody would have ever guessed. Someone said that they think they got laced weed and that's how they died, and the other was asleep the whole time. It's very strange, though, that the guy that owns the house is the guy that ended up living and sleeping for 2 days. And then the female comes over 2 days later at nighttime, tries to like break in or whatever, and goes around and sees the people dead in the backyard, but doesn't bring the police with her. It just, something is not adding up. You don't want to wake your family up? All right, whatever. Spider-Man in a porno is a good cat name. Oh, wow. Wow. You whore. You got to pronounce the word whore like Molly Shannon. You whore. It is odd all the way around. Yeah, and like I get it. If you pass out and it's freezing cold outside, you know, you're going to freeze. I mean, you're gonna Jack Nicholson that shit like in The Shining, and you're done for. But it just doesn't make any sense that somebody else would be sleeping inside, and like, why wasn't he passed out? I don't get it. The guys were not used to fentanyl, Jordan, so I feel it was laced in a joint. CNF are not to be mixed. I feel like once they get the reports back on the pings on their phones, it will show when they walked on the balcony. It'll show all of that. It'll show when he went to the couch, how long they were sitting on the balcony. And also, I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but I'm hearing that there was a fifth person in question that was possibly there that had left. Doesn't matter if you're used to fentanyl. Yeah, that's true. Could still kill you, Christola. This is a crazy case. Fentanyl is introduced in wheat. It's introduced in weed more than it is hard drugs, and they first introduced it in weed. I did not know that. This is why I don't do drugs. Listen, my brain is already weird enough. I don't know where I'd go. Yeah, that was me on shrooms. You tried ketamine one time, and I swear I went somewhere. It's one I don't think I ever tried that. Hold on. I mean, first question would be, did he lock them out? I think they were just like gathered around the porch, right? In the backyard. I don't know. Broken Justice says, my question is, I just want to know if they knew that the fentanyl was in there or if he gave it to them and they didn't know it was there. That's my question. That's what's battling me. I mean, I don't think anybody would really willingly want to do that. I think it's something more that people are mixing stuff with, right? I don't know. But it's just very strange that the three that don't live there ended up dying. Unless maybe he was like, okay, good night, guys. I'm going to bed. Maybe they went to leave out the back and then they passed out. I don't know. He was going to let them drive like that? I don't know. Scotty says if you want to buy Girl Scout cookies, order them from Troop 6000, which is made up of girls from homeless shelters in New York City. My current PS message of the month. Yes, I think I saw that on your community post too. So go check out Scotty's community post. Did you put the link over there, I think, Scotty? There was 5 friends and the other one left earlier. Oh, okay. You're researching this case and you don't build a tolerance to fentanyl is what gets me is he lives, but they had lethal doses in their body. They couldn't live no matter if they were inside or outside. Oh, so it wasn't them really freezing to death then, right? It was just, I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see the phone information and the GPS, and because it tracks your movement, your steps. If you guys are tracking your steps in your phone for your fitness, it's going to tell you when they went out on the balcony, how long they were there, if they moved around at all, when he walked over, because they all had their phones on them, I believe. Everybody always has their phones on, so I'm pretty sure that will tell us. However, I think the guy that was sleeping for 2 days was found sleeping in his underwear. Does that have time to take off your clothes? So clearly he didn't pass out, right? Because if you pass out, you just pass out with all your clothes on. You had time to take off your clothes, lay down, put earphones in, okay? You don't pass out and be like, oh, I'm going to put some earbuds in to relax me. No, you just pass out. You pass out with no clothes, or you pass out with your clothes on. You pass out with nothing in your ears, and you're out for 2 days. This dude literally was lounging in his fucking underwear, I believe with a glass of wine in his hand and earbuds in. But then your friends are outside? I don't fucking think so. Something is wrong there. Kings would drink small amounts of popular poisons in order to build up a tolerance. Oh, that's a good idea. I mean, I'm not saying do that, guys, but I think in this case, they went out for some air and died of hypothermia, maybe passed out, and the guys was inside survived. Maybe they smoked cigarettes, were smoking outside or something. I don't know, but this is definitely a case I'm going to keep my eyes on. All right. But I got to go. I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day. I hope that somebody touches you in a positive way. I hear that Kansas City Chiefs winter gear is going on sale, coming with free hand warmers and all sorts of shit. Okay. So, you have any questions, any comments on that? Go check out Scotty's community post on how you can find yourself some fucking cookies. Okay. Now, fuck off.
No chance. No, dance.